Welcome back. You've probably heard of a heart-healthy lifestyle. Well, there are ways to live brain-healthy too. Dr. Nanette Dowling is still with us and is going to share her top 10 list for brain health. Thanks for staying with us.
Absolutely.
So we're going to dive right in. Number 10 on the list is to live an active lifestyle. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
The greatest factor in supporting healthy aging, not just for your cognitive health, but your physical health, is exercise. Okay. We have more and more studies that reflect how positive this effect can be on blood supply to the brain. It can help with reducing arthritis pain, certainly helps with cardiovascular function. It's really the go-to. It should be number 1, not number 10 on the list.
Okay. Well, so can you tell us a little bit about what types of exercise would be beneficial?
So the regular exercise routines, the recommendations are usually 4 to 5 times a week.
Okay.
And you don't have to go out running a marathon.
Okay.
As we're getting older, there's 4 main areas we want to focus on. You want to actually look at strength, endurance, balance, and then just an overall cardiovascular effect along with flexibility.
Okay.
So if you can do that 5 times a week, even for 20 to 30 minutes, the payoff is worth the investment, and you start to feel better.
Okay. So moving on to number 9, which is get enough sleep.
Yeah, sleep is a major issue. So there's many functions related to sleep. If you have a disrupted sleep cycle, it can contribute to not only cognitive decline, but also it affects your mood. So depression, anxiety, managing our emotions, it is a key factor in overall wellness and also one of the top factors.
Okay.
So interestingly, hammering home the exercise issue, getting good exercise during the day can really help with sleep at night.
Can you give us a few other tips on how you could get really good quality sleep?
Yes. Good quality sleep is start with the environment and develop a routine. You want to try to go to bed and try to get up at around the same time every day. If you are in bed and you can't sleep, don't wait for hours. Get up after 20 minutes. Okay. Reduce the amount of what I call blue light stimulation. Okay. This is a device era we're living in. So everything from TVs to our handhelds, our phones, that light can interfere with the production of a normal, healthy sleep cycle.
Oh, great information. Do you have any tips for folks that might be taking medications to help them sleep?
Be careful.
Okay. All right.
Talk with your physician, talk with your pharmacist about these medications. Many of them are habit forming. They're also, many of them are associated with increased risk for falls, can contribute to cognitive issues the next day. Really needs to be looked at in combination with your other medications. Sometimes brief use can help with the reset. But you really need to evaluate the risks and the cons of taking the medications. And if you've been on something for many years, get help getting off these medications.
Great. Okay, moving down to number 8, which is reduce stress.
Reduce stress. It comes in a variety of forms. Stress is a what I would call a powerful neurotoxin, a toxin really to all of our healthy body systems. So reducing stress is easier said than done sometimes, and really acting in a way to reduce that takes consistent daily effort. Okay. And we mentioned exercise. Again, I'm going to repeat this over and over again.
Good.
There's a theme here. But also forms of exercise which also help reduce can reduce anxiety level and also enhance your balance and overall function. Things like Tai Chi. Mindfulness is a powerful way to help manage your stress and really taking an inventory of your life. What are the things that are stressing you, and what can you do to help reduce those and make those a priority?
Okay. So we'll move right along to number 7, eating healthy foods. So can you give us some ideas of what would help with that?
There's no superfood.
Okay.
I want to be clear about that. Eating fresh foods, reducing the amount of sodium you take. I mentioned how destructive hypertension can be, how important blood pressure control is for our brain health. So eating leafy greens, fresh fruits, the typical Mediterranean diet that you've probably heard so much about, which includes fish and higher in omega-3 content. Finding a good balance there with foods and reducing sodium. The average American takes in probably twice as much sodium as is recommended on a daily basis. So through processed foods usually, and also eating out regularly.
Okay. Moving to number 6, it's cultivating relationships. So is that being social?
It is.
Okay.
That's one way of looking at it. So loneliness is the new major risk factor in cognitive decline as well as mood. It has a powerful influence. About 30% of our population are living alone. Older Americans are living alone. Living alone and loneliness, it sounds redundant, but they're two different things. If you feel lonely, isolated, withdrawn, those are risk factors for depression and can also really have a powerful influence on your cognitive function.
Okay, perfect. Well, I'm going to stop you right there because we need to take another break.
Okay.
We're not done. We'll be right back with the rest of Dr. Dowling's top 10 tips. Stay tuned.